you doing today? I am here with my Did I Reach My 2016 Financial Goal or Not video. I will post my original video down below that I uploaded about last year at this time, talking about what were my goals for 2016 financially. So now is the time where I get to check in and tell you guys whether I made it or whether I failed miserably. All right, so let's just get this out of there. I failed. I'm a failure, but I did really good. So if you watched that video, basically I am on Dave Ramsey's baby step 3, where you are saving, you're going back to your emergency fund and you're trying to pad it for 3 to 6 months living expenses. I am a single person, meaning like I'm not married as far as, financially, I don't have any help. So my plan was to save up 6 months of living expenses. So for me, I am a public school teacher. I do not even make $3,000 a month. I make about $2,800 a month. So if I take, let's just say $3,000 to make the numbers even and clean, times 6 months, that is $18,000 that I need to have saved in my savings account. And I was not able to do that, but I got very close. And then of course things happen. So I'm just going to talk about everything that did happen this year, how much I was actually able to save, and kind of check in with you guys about where I am in that process. So first of all, I have all of my numbers written down here. I actually started out with a couple thousand in my savings account, but I was able to save several $1,000s. And so basically I broke down where the money came from percentage wise. So 61% of the money I was able to save came from just straight out of my paychecks. I try to follow the third rule, where a third of your income is either going to debt or savings. Since I don't have debt, it should be going to savings. So let's say about 1,000 to savings. Another 1,000 should be going to your 4 walls, which is your mortgage, your gas, your electric, all the stuff that you have to pay every month, your required bills to keep living. And then the other third, of course, is for like your, discretional spending, or, grocery money, gas money, eating out money, all of that other stuff as well. So I've kind of been a little bit, I haven't kind of got it to where I'm exactly third, but I'm pretty close to that number. And that's taken a lot of work throughout this year, kind of tweaking my budget and seeing where I can cut things and where I can increase and so on and so forth. So 61% of what I was able to save actually just came directly from my paychecks, which is, over half of it just came from when I get paid, I pull money and put it into savings. 16% of it actually came from my tax refund. I got $2,500 back last year because I was a college student, so I had an educational credit. So I got a decent amount back. I also claimed 0 on my taxes, so they tax the crap out of me. But I would rather them do that and me not owe money at the end of the year. So that's what I do. 12% of it came from just extra things that I did to save more money, which I will talk to you about. And then 11% of that came from my homebound tutoring that you guys know I picked up last year, where I was doing additional tutoring several nights a week with students after school. So that's where we're at. Let me talk to you about kind of the extra ways I was able to bring in a little bit of income. And it was not a lot, but it was a little something, I guess. I sold tons and tons of books on Craigslist. I used to be an elementary school teacher, and I had a whole, classroom library of books. Now I teach middle school and I teach math, and I just don't need them. And they've been in boxes in storage for like 2 years. And I was like, it's time to just let them go. So I bundled them. I would put them, take all the Goosebumps or whatever and package them in a bundle and put it on Craigslist for like $50, or I'd sell like 100 books for $50. So I totally just let people steal them from me. Basically, I was just trying to get rid of them. So I marked them well below what I probably could have made on the books, but I was just trying to move them. So I got a couple hundred from that. I was Let's see what else. I participated in some research thing at one of the local universities where I take this control test about math, and then they like want to see my percentage scored on some end test and blah blah blah. Basically, they pay you $200 to do it every year. So I did that last year. It was super easy. It was just like a teacher thing that I happened upon. So I made $200 from that. I made a couple $100 from consigning some clothes. I got loose change. I've been saving my loose change in Fozzie back there. So that was, about 30-40 bucks actually of loose change throughout the year. I've made some money from Checkout 51. I've made some money from Ibotta. I'm talking like hundreds. Like, this is not a lot of money. But those are all of the things that I have done to just bring in some extra income this year. Again, not a lot, but it was something. Now, the thing is, I would have made my goal. I was so close to making my goal. I needed 18,000, and I actually, I could have got that, but home repairs happened. So, I had to spend $3,000 close on home repairs this year. Not that I had to. It's because I wanted to. I wanted sliding doors put in. Fortunately, I have a dad that could do that, but I had to buy the doors, and the doors were ridiculously expensive, but I love them. The problem with my house was to let my dog go into the yard to use the bathroom. I have to literally go outside of the house. I have to go outside of the house and through a back gate to get to the backyard. There was no access to the backyard from inside the house. You have to go out and into the backyard. And so I'd be out there in my pajamas, and people would be driving by, and I'd be freezing cold, and I would be like, this is miserable. So I wanted some doors put in to where I could just open the door and stand inside where it's warm and nobody can see me in my pajama glory, and she can just use the bathroom. So, and also I would be freaked out. I'm like, what if someone watches me and get me when I'm out there? I don't know. Anyway, I watch too much ID. So I wanted those doors put in. My dad was so kind to install those for me for my birthday gift. But I had to buy the doors, and they were well over $1,000. It was ridiculously expensive. Let's see. I got my new appliances. That was $1,500. So that right there is $2,500 out of the $2,700 that I had to spend. The other $200 went to a couple little things. My thermostat has been giving me trouble for the last couple months, so we just ripped that out and put a new one in. That was $50. I had to buy some extra supplies for the doors, extra lumber and stuff, and so that was the rest of it. So, those little tiny things add up. So had I not done those home repairs, I would have made my goal, but they actually are going to up the value of my house. I'm really trying to update my house so that when I sell it in a couple of years, I can make some profit. My goal is within 5 years to be able to sell this house, buy a house kind of in the country with some acreage, and I want to do a breed-specific German Shepherd rescue. So that's what's gonna happen. You guys can watch as that journey unfolds. But I know that if I'm going to make a profit on this house, there's a lot of updating that needs to happen. This house is incredibly dated. And I knew that when I bought it, and I'm up for the challenge. No biggie, but it's going to be a process. It's going to take several years to get things replaced and updated. And I'm the girl for the job, but it does cost a little bit of investment to buy the materials, so on and so forth. So I also had to withdraw some money just for, I don't even remember what. I must have gone over in a category or something and had to take some out of my savings account. But overall, I did not make my goal by about $4,500. So I was able to save about $13,000 this year, which is amazing because if you consider I make less than $3,000 a month, that's about $1,000 per month. So that is me being able to save about a third of my paycheck a month, which is fantastic. So I did not make my goal. I was definitely shy of it, but I think for 1 year, I killed it. I think for 1 year's time, being able to consistently save 1/3 of my income, I think that is a win. I think I killed it. And let me tell you why. It was a lot of sacrifice. I have basically just quit eating out. You guys see my little budget meal videos. You guys see my grocery hauls. I don't go eat out. I don't do what most people do my age where they're going out with friends and spending all this money. I don't do that stuff. I'm just like that old soul that just stays at home. Like, I'd rather stay at home with my dog and hang out and, we can barbecue or whatever, have a few drinks here. Like, I have just kind of hermitized myself. But don't get me wrong, I do go out and have fun with my friends, but I'm always just very budget conscious. Like, if I know something is coming, I'm going to try to put back for it. For example, the end of December was New Year's. I knew that I might want to go out. I might want to go do something. So when I made my budget, I budgeted $50 for a night out just in case I went, and did something for New Year's. It's all about looking ahead, planning ahead. Okay, what are the fun events I might want to go to this month? I don't deprive myself, but I do make sure that it is accounted for. Every once in a while I have my months where I just get restless and sick of being so frugal, and I just kind of splurge and then I pay for it for 3 months. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. I think I did a pretty good job with my savings goal. I didn't quite make it. Again, I'm like about 4,500 shy. So it may take me to like March or April to actually get that fully funded, but I was just setting my goal high. I didn't really think I could do that in a year because that's over, that would be pretty much exactly half of my income if I was able to save that much. And I knew I wasn't going to be able to, but I thought I'd set my sights high and just see, where can I take this? How good can I do? And that's the best I have ever done. That is the most money I have ever saved in a year. It helps that I'm out of college now. Obviously, before that I was bankrolling a degree, which again, no student loan debt, but now that I don't have tuition breathing down my throat, I'm actually able to kind of focus on saving what I can. So I hope to reach that goal before June. Unless, of course, unexpected things happen, which they do. I will make a separate video talking about what is my financial goal exactly for 2017 and what changes am I making to my budget for the year. So be looking for that video coming up. And I've also been thinking about making some more detailed budgeting videos where I actually show you guys exactly what I'm budgeting to each category a month. But I don't know if people really care to see that, or a lot of people are really like, oh, I don't want to put that much information out on the internet. And I get that. I kind of feel a little apprehensive, but at the same time, like, my pay is not a question. Like, you can look up what teachers make in your area. It's not a secret, and it's not much. Trust me. I have 4 degrees and I don't even make $3,000 a month. Like, people that are teaching are not teaching for the money. Trust me. So it's not a secret what my paychecks are. You can go and look it up. You know what I mean? Like, you can look up in your school district what our teachers make. You can look up in your local school district. If you go to the school district's webpage and look up like salaries, you can look up what your teachers are making. It's not a secret. It's public knowledge. Because we're state employees or whatever, paid by the state. So it's not a secret what I'm bringing home. Anybody could find this information anyway. So I don't really mind showing how much my paychecks are. I've already told you guys. Now, I understand people have to make nasty comments and judge this and judge that and say you're stupid for this and spending money on that. And people always got something to say. People always got something negative to say about me. Let me tell you what, the hate is ridiculous. I don't harm anybody. I'm just chilling with my dog. I don't mess with anyone. So I don't really get it. But apparently I'm like a horrible person. So yeah, let me know what were your financial goals for the year. Did you make them? I failed, but I still think I did pretty good considering, I was able to save 1/3 of my income, which is really good, I think, for a single person paying all the bills by themselves and living life, having fun still. I think I'm not going to be too mad at myself. There are a lot of things I could have done better. Again, I could have not done the updates to my house and I would have been super, super close to my goal. But, they needed to be done and they're done. So my whole point of living in this house for the next couple of years is to try to update it as I'm living here. So, the opportunity arose. Dad said he'd do it. And I said, okay, let's get those doors in. Anyway, guys, that's it. Sorry for this rambling video, but there you go. There's my check-in. That's how I did on my 2016 financial goals. Let me know down below how you did, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!